Hi, everybody. My name is Casey Harrison alongside Chase Michelson, breaking down number 6 Michigan State's 73-63 loss to Purdue in West Lafayette. We're here at Katie Court. And, you know, Chase, what'd you see today?
Well, the first thing I saw was that Purdue came out with the fire. This crowd, this building, I've heard about it for a long time. This is my first trip, and it did not disappoint. This crowd was loud, they were into it, and their team responded. They were making shots early, they were out-rebounding Michigan State, just kind of out-toughing them and just more effort.
Yeah, you talk to people after the game, especially MSU players, and they'll say that the crowd here at Mackey Arena wasn't exactly the most intimidating thing that they faced, but it's also probably the loudest environment they've played at, in a long, long time. Cassius Winston with 23 points today. It was a 10-point loss. At one point, it was a 23-point game. MSU cuts it down to 4. It looked like in that stretch when they go on a 14-0 run, and then a little more after that, I saw the transition offense finally starting to work. It seemed like all game they were trying to get Purdue to wear itself out, and it just wasn't happening. But in that stretch, Purdue looked gassed. Is that what you saw?
Yeah, Purdue looked gassed, but I think that one thing that both Tom Izzo and Matt Painter, Purdue's head coach, said post-game was that all of that came from rebounding.
Yeah.
Right? Once Michigan State was rebounding, and they were in that stretch in the second half, all of a sudden the transition's always going to be there with Michigan State. Not as much without Langford and Arns, and I think they missed them today more than they have ever before. But it will always be there, but if they can't rebound, like Izzo said, you can't rebound, you can't get on the break.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's MSU's, I think it's third game in 6 days, a stretch of where 4 of the last 5 games were on the road. And then you're missing your best shooting guard in Josh Langford, and then your best backup in Kyle Arns. So, all in all, it's a loss, and you shouldn't be taking a moral victory with anything. But with all things considered, the way that this team has been playing, the way that Tillman and Aaron Henry and Gabe Brown have stepped up and given positive minutes, I think that one loss was bound to happen here and there. It's so hard in this kind of self-cannibalizing Big Ten to win 10 games in a row. And so I think just, all things considered, this is the best case scenario.
Right, and I don't think that it's an excuse to say that injuries played a factor, the schedule played a factor.
Exactly.
That is the case for everyone, right? Michigan goes up and loses at Wisconsin. Is Michigan a bad team?
No, not
Is
at all.
Michigan a team that can't win the Big Ten?
Yeah.
No.
Exactly. Because
Teams are going to have the
you'll look at it on
advantage.
paper, Michigan is definitely the better team than Wisconsin. Right. I think if this team, if these two teams were to play 10, Michigan State probably comes away with 7.
We could see them play together in Chicago.
Exactly, yeah. Is there anything else you want to touch on?
Just, I think, the fact that Michigan State was able to come back, make it a competitive game, in a game where really everything was going against them and they didn't play well, I think does speak to the fact that this is a tough team that's going to sort of rebound from this. And I would expect a much better performance at home next Saturday against Indiana.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing, too. You're coming off a period of 3 games in 6 days, and now you have the next 6 days off. Izzo said that the only players that are going to get rest, because he was very disappointed with the way that the Bigs played. The team was out-rebounded, I think, by 10 or 15. And, he was impressed with Cassius, who he said almost put the team on his back, and Matt McQuaid, who was second on the team in scoring.
Right.
And so, other than that, he's going to kick the Bigs' butts. And I guess we'll see when Indiana comes to the Breslin Center next Saturday. But that'll wrap things up here from Mackey Arena. My name is Casey Harrison, alongside Chase Michelson. You can follow us on Twitter and follow along with the State News' content at statenews.com. And until then, we'll see you next time.